Hey guys! I'm in my pajama bottoms because I can! Ah! PJs. PJs! That's the wrong song. Friday. Thank you so much for italki for sponsoring this video. They are giving you a buy one get one free on their language learning lessons, so if you fancy taking a couple, then click the link down below. They have an awesome way of teaching you a language where you sit down one-on-one with a native speaker. No more classroom settings, no more automated apps, nothing like that. Sit down one-on-one with a private tutor online and learn. You can learn in your pajamas. You can be like me and learn in your pajamas, because that is the only way to go through life. Today we take to the interwebs. You asked me lots of fascinating questions, but first I asked over Snapchat, so we're going to do the Snapchat questions first. By the way, Pen, you're in the way. Okay, so I talked to the interwebs and got you to ask me personal things this time, and you still all ask me travel stuff, which I am totally cool with because this is a travel channel. You might not give a crap about me. That is fine. I just wanted to put it out there that I'd answer some really weird and personal questions, and none of you took advantage of that really. But that's fine. Some of you did, and they're going to be really interesting answers. I took to Snapchat for the first time to get some cues for my A's. What did I study after school? I studied psychology for 3 years in Wales. Why are you so awesome? Well, it's quite complex, but it's a great mixture of pandas, red wine, and too many passport stamps. Seriously, try it. Have you always had your family's support when you first started traveling? Yes. However, my dad was at first a bit, you're not going to Thailand or anywhere like that because you will die. So I kind of picked somewhere in Europe and just kind of realized that I was an adult and this wasn't being a rebellious thing. My dad's like, I'm a daddy's girl, you know, I'm his little princess, I suppose you could say. Like all dads with their daughters. And I just kind of booked it. I was like, Dad, I booked it I go to Greece. In the end, they worry every day about me still, and I've been traveling for years. And no matter how long I'll be away, that's the parents' job, and I'd be worried if they weren't worried. They support me, they know this is what I want, and it's taken, I think, my dad longer than my mom to understand this is what I want, but he's awesome. They're both awesome. My mom just knows I'm a hippie. I take after her on that. So yeah, they're both amazing parents. What is your favorite beer/drink? Okay, if we're talking alcohol, then red wine is my poison of choice. Other drinks, I like cranberry juice. Both red. It's like when I'm not drinking red wine, I'm pretending to drink red wine. I'm not an alcoholic. May I just put that out there? The past few videos I've mentioned drinking, and to be fair, there is normally like 3 of us drinking, so when I say I'm removing 20 beer cans, not that many each. And they always drink more than I do, and shut up. Seriously, I think I've just mentioned it more lately, and it just sounds like I'm a raging binge drinker, and I'm not. So I've had some wonderful messages through saying, are you okay, Ali? Are you drinking too much? No, I'm not. It's quite fine. I drink this much anyway. What would be your dream job if it wasn't YouTube and travel? This is actually a really good question, and I've dabbled in many things, so I'm trying to think of, do I imagine most if I wasn't traveling? What would I want to do? And I'd probably be a performer of some sort. Probably why I'm on YouTube. I don't know, I wish I could have learned how to dance, like do ballet or be a musician, be like amazing on the piano. I started to learn violin and things like that. I wish I could have took up that kind of creative stuff, so something like that, I think, yeah. The Book of Face. Cassie has 2 questions for me. What's your best advice on staying organized as you travel, especially with electronics, bank cards, and personal stuff? Bags, Cassie. Many, many little bags within big bags. I like to break things up, my travel cards and everything. I don't care about having a big purse. I like to have a big purse and not just like a little coin purse where you're trying to root around constantly for all of your money and your cards. So bags within bags. I like to have something for my jewelry, something for my hair, and they're only tiny little things, but I can put them all in my wash bag and then I can just grab them because things get messy in the backpack if that's what you're on about. So bags within bags within bags, I am a big fan of. What's your zodiac sign? I want to guess, am I right saying you're a Gemini? Cassie! No, I'm not. How on earth could you think I'm a Gemini? Okay, 1, I don't believe in star signs. However, my star sign's really accurate for me. I am passionate, jealous, apparently, fiery, and I have a pretty bad sting. I was born in November. I am a Scorpio through and through. Fiery. How long do you and Scott plan on traveling together? Well, he's my boyfriend. Quite some time. God, darling, piss off, will you? We're partners. We're going to be traveling, you know, so long as we're together and I'm traveling, we'll be traveling together. So your future goals for being a travel blogger? So many. And I really can't give any of them away because when they start going into action, like I've got my book, which I'm writing, I've got something else, which I'm working on and have been working on for a while, which I can't tell you what that. Nothing to do with bunnies, by the way. It should. Mind blown. And then there are 2 huge things that I would love to happen like later in the future. They've got to be much later because one, I kind of got to find somewhere to settle down for a little while to kind of sort these out and not here and when I have more money. And I'm not going to tell you. The big things, big exciting things. How do you find maintaining a relationship and travel/blogging? Oh, the relationship bit isn't hard because we both travel, so that's absolutely fine. We're just partners in crime and travel. Travel crime. Ooh, crime across the world. That should have been my YouTube name. I segregate time to blog, time to film, time to write, time to do admin, emails, all of that stuff. And I make sure I get it done so then I have time to spend with Scott. And there are times where I'm like, Scott, I need to just like carry on doing work. Sorry. So when he gets home from work or we want to go out somewhere, I'm like, no. But I try not to do that. I work my ass off to make sure that within those 8 or 9 hours, 10 hours or whatever it is, that I get that work done for the day. Then I'm just dribbing and drabbing with work later on in the night. You worry about retirement and having enough finances when you're older. No. Really couldn't care less right now, to be honest. It's not on my mind because I know everything works out in the end and it'll work out, but I'm too young to be stressing about retirement and pensions and things like that because things work out. It'll come to a point where I'll sit down and sort that out, but that's not right now. I'm having real trouble deciding how long I will be able to go away for with the money I have. I want to book a ticket now, but I don't know what my return date will be. And I know flexi tickets are always so pricey. Any tips? Love your videos. Oh, I love you. Okay, so if you don't know the dating, don't get a flexi ticket because yeah, flexi tickets are really expensive. If you can afford them, great. If you can't, like me, meh. So what I would recommend is have a look and see how much a return flight would be if you booked it separately. Okay, look at the maximum price it's going to be. So say they're averaging month to month between $400 and $600. Get $600 or whatever out of your budget, put it in your savings, put it in your home account. Just do not touch it and then book your return flight whenever you want to come home. Just make sure you have those reserve funds on the side so when you're ready to go home and you run out of money, you've got that flight money. Easy. How did you gain enough confidence to go solo for the first time? I just did it. I don't know. I was never really scared. I was excited. I was like, screw it. I'm going to Greece. And I just did it. And I was really nervous when it got closer to it. I was like, but I didn't have to really gain confidence because I think I've always been quite a confident person. And for me, it was just, no, saying this sounded fun and like an adventure. So I just went and did it. So sorry, I can't answer that. Do you have smelly feet? Literally, as I started doing that, a car pulled up in the drive. Go away. Random car. No, I do not actually. I've never had smelly feet and I'm proud of that. Do you think you'll travel your whole life or do you think you'll feel the need to settle in one place and go back to work and maybe get married? I know maybe too early to tell, but it might cross your mind sometimes. Of course I'll settle down at some point in my life. Yeah. Now? No. Anytime soon? No. I mean, I've kind of settled down in Auckland because I'm here for a few months. So we can, refuel the bank. And this is already like driving me crazy. I would not cope too well with settling down right now. No. I need to keep going. It kind of passed my mind, but like I said in the other question, I just kind of see where life's taking me and when it's right and it'll happen. I'm not going to think too much about it till then. There's no point stressing over saying, I don't know when's going to happen, what's going to happen, how's it going to happen. Where's the sun gone? I love this question. Would you rather have the ability to fly, but only fly at the level of your height and as fast as you could run, or be able to read people's minds but lose 1 inch in height every time you did? This depends. Might flying make me tired? Would it expel as much energy as me running? Because I wouldn't be able to get very far and it'd be a bit pointless. I can run to the end of the road and I have to, lie down for half an hour, get a cold compress, have some water. If it didn't expel me any energy, then, and that'd be really cool because you could fly like over the Atlantic if it wasn't gonna expel any energy, or the Pacific, or pick your ocean. I'm 5'7", in case any of you want to know, so that wouldn't be that far off the water's edge. And I've seen sharks jump, and if I want to go over a lake, crocodiles can jump really high because I've had one jump like there on me, like that close to me. So yeah, flying. Because I would pick the reading people's mind, even though it got shorter, because I think the shorter I got, the cooler it would be. Because then I'd be like this tiny little 1-inch tall person and I could run around and listen to everyone's conversations, but then surely I would disappear then. Do you love Nando's? If so, what spice level do you have? I am quite partial to a little Nando's and I go for medium. What brings you the most joy when you travel or just in general? This is gonna sound really weird, but it's waking up when it's sunny outside, but that perfect temperature. It might get to like 40 degrees in the day. But you know, when it's like 23, 24, that beautiful, and it's like a nice warm breeze, and you step out into your veranda, and that feeling from the AC of your nice little guest house room or apartment, and you sit on the veranda and you listen to the morning birds and listen to everything happening and watch people go by with your morning coffee in different places in the world. I love that. That brings me so much happiness. And that sounds really weird, but that's just one of the little things that I love doing in life. People watching, drinking coffee in the morning, on a veranda, outside an apartment. And we're warm. Do you ever feel more at home while traveling than you do at home in England? I felt at home quite a lot in different places. Lots of places in Australia I felt at home. It's a very different feeling to feeling at home when you're traveling to feeling at home when you're at home. They're completely different, and when you're on the road you think it's feeling at home, and then you go home and it's like, I know this is not how I felt. So they're two very different things. Perry or Terry? Am I really old? Is this like some sort of young youth slang that I do not understand? Perry or Terry? I'll go with Terry. Oh my god, what did I just say? If there was one definitive moment that got you into traveling, what was it? There wasn't a definitive moment. I think it was years of my childhood, watching documentaries with my dad or going on little holidays here and there and talking about different countries and history in different countries, and I just got fascinated, and it was just, and my parents being so open for me to go and travel if I wanted to, even though they'd be very, be careful. There wasn't a moment in time where I was like, right, I want to go traveling. It was just something that I could do. I wanted to do, and I knew I'd just make that happen. What is the program you're using to shrink videos but not lose quality? Yes, if you follow me on Snapchat, then you'll know that I found some software that shrinks videos but barely compromises quality. I can still keep 1080p, and it shrinks them from like 1.5 gig to like 150 megabytes. I shit you not. And then it's like 15 minutes to upload. And it's called Handbrake. And I will link you to a video down below, which is the YouTube video that I discovered it on, and he'll show you how to use it. It's a really short video, but that's how I discovered it, and it's called Handbrake. If you had to stop traveling right now and settle down somewhere, where would it be? If I had to, I fell in love with Chiang Mai in Thailand, and I love Melbourne in Australia. I'll go with Chiang Mai. There was something about it that pulled me into that place, and I don't know what it was, but I could see me staying there for a long time. So I'll go for Chiang Mai. Do you know when to move from one city to another? I mean, when do you decide to pack your things and start a new adventure? When I get bored. When I want to. That's the greatest thing about travel. It's up to you. One day you'll be like, okay, cool, I'm really liking it here. The next day you'll be like, oh my god, all right, Barcelona's great, but I need to get to Madrid, like, right now. All these people from my hostel are going, or I'm bored of Barcelona. So you just go. So today I'm gonna go book my flight or book my train or book my bus. You just go. You feel what's right. It's all about here. Listen to yourself. You want to go, go. It's a beautiful thing about travel. It's very free. Not free, I mean, I have a ridiculously expensive YouTube channel, I realised. Got your beauty gurus who complain.
Oh my god, my MAC stuff costs so much and my hair straighteners cost so much.
Bitch, did you just spend $1,500 on a hair straightener? No, I did, on a flight. Have you ever doubted your travelling lifestyle or had any opportunities that have made you consider staying put for an extended period of time? Okay, first question. Have you ever doubted your travelling lifestyle? No. Opportunities to stay in one place. Other than like random jobs in Australia, which didn't really ever hold me to a place. No. What are the worst and best airlines you have flown on? Best has to be Qatar. And I haven't really got a worst because when I go budget, I know it's gonna be budget, like Jetstar, Tiger Air, EasyJet, Ryanair, Monarch, all cheap ass flights, so I don't expect good things from them. To be honest, I haven't really had a terrible flight experience. Because I know when it's budget, yes, I hate the flight. I hate it because I've got no leg room and I feel cranky and I can't sleep and it's horrible and I've got someone next to me who's drooling on me and the baby, they're throwing them about the plane and crazy on those budget airlines. I know that's what I have to expect, so I don't really have a bad one. Okay, last one now because, oh, there's been so many. How was your very first week of your Australia trip? Was it lonely? I knew someone in Australia when I first arrived but I still didn't see them every day or anything. I saw them now and again while I was there. No. I was alone quite a bit actually because I was a bit discombobulated. I was jet lagged. I was like, I made friends the next day after I arrived, because I arrived at night. Next day, I made like friends like that. One girl called Ali was like the first person I met in Melbourne, and she is still a really close friend to this day. I know there are a few more on Snapchat that I promised I'd respond to, and when you go into chat, you can't get them. I'm scrolling up, but there's nothing there. So I'm really sorry if I missed it. If you did send me a snap, I think there was only a couple that I've missed. Maybe then send me again, and I will reply a funny snap for you and do it personally. Okay, so I'm gonna go because it's like a half an hour video I've just filmed. That is a cray-cray. Scott hates it when I say that. I just do it to piss him off. Don't forget you can subscribe, keep up to date with all my travels, and get some advice as well. There's also Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, all that Psycho Traveler, but the links are down below. And I'm gonna go to an op shop now and buy myself something pretty. Feel like it, and I got paid! Yeah! Okay, I've had a lot of payment issues with my job lately, and I've finally been paid, so I'm like, so instead of celebrating and like, you know, going to a nice shop to buy something, no, I'm going to a thrift store. I'm gonna buy something great for like $1. Treat myself. All right, I will see you next week. Have a great weekend. I love you.